Hello guys. Can you all hear me? Hello?
Yes, miss.
Okay, great.
Yes.
Okay, I'm just making sure if you can all hear me. Okay, we're gonna wait like for around 2 minutes, 3 minutes, so that you all join and then we'll start, okay? How's everything? Are you all okay?
Yes.
Okay, now I'm gonna mute you all, okay? When I finish explaining the lesson, I will unmute all of you when we're doing the worksheet. And then if you have any questions and so on. So if you have anything to say, just send me in the chat because I cannot unmute any of you now. I'm gonna wait for 2 minutes only and then we'll start, okay? Okay, great. Who is Noura Al-Rasas? Noor Habibti, this Zoom live is for grade 8, not for grade 7. Your live is at 3. I told you on your class group, I said this is a reminder and it's going to be at 3, not at 2. Okay, Noor, so leave حبيبتي, leave dear. Hi, Kareem. Guys, please, who is iPhone? Who is Zahra Dia? Grade 7. Grade 7, your meeting is at 3, not at 2. Grade 7, your meeting is at 3, not at 2. Oh my God. Okay. 1 minute and I'll start, okay? Grade 7, if you are still with us, please leave. Now, who is iPhone? Who is iPhone? Send me in chat. Who is iPhone? Please enter using your names. When you join, Use your names. Ali Basma, when you enter next time, please use your name, Ali. Okay, dear? Thank you, Ali. Okay, let's get started now. Oh my God. Huda, this meeting is for grade 8. I just sent you a reminder. A reminder that your meeting is at 3. Grade 7, your meeting is at 3. Grade 8 now. Okay, I'm gonna start. Grade 8 students, full focus. I'm gonna explain the lesson one more time. If you have any question, you're gonna ask me at the end of the Zoom live session. And so on. Okay, let's start. First of all, our lesson is about the present simple tense. Of course, as I told you before, we are going to start with all the tenses. So we are going to start with all the present tenses. We are going to start now with the present simple tense, then present progressive, present perfect, and present perfect progressive. Let's now start with the rules of the present simple tense. Please concentrate. When I say present simple tense, it means I'm using it to express certain actions. Okay? The first thing that I want you to know is that the verbs in the simple present are used in plural nouns. Our pronouns have no special endings. What do I mean by that? I mean, when the noun or pronoun are in plural, you do not add anything to the verb. So I say they play, we play, the children play, the students study. We do not add anything to the verb when the noun or pronoun are plural nouns. Now, verbs in the simple present tense used with singular nouns or pronouns end with S. What do I mean by that? For example, if I say, she plays outside, so I added the S just because she is a singular pronoun. If I said Sally plays basketball, I added S to the verb play because Sally is a singular noun, and so on. The third rule, here we are just talking about the spelling rules mostly, okay? We add es to the verbs which end with o, like goes, as you can see here, go, goes. So when the verb ends with o, we add es. When the verb ends with sh, we add es. When the verb ends with double s, we add es, like pass, passes, brush, brushes, go, goes, do, does. Ch like watch, watches. X like mix, mixes. Z also, if the verb ends with the letter Z, we also add es. Now we move to rule number 4. If the simple present verb ends with Y, and this is very important, if the verb ends with Y, preceded by a consonant, it means if it ends with Y and there is a consonant letter before the Y, we drop the Y, or we change the Y into I and add IES. Let's look at the verb study. Study ends with Y. The letter that precedes Y is D. So we cross the Y and add IES. Let's look at hurry. Hurry also ends with Y, and it is preceded with R, which is a consonant letter. So R is also a consonant letter, as we said. So we drop the Y and add IES. So Now we move to rule number 1, 2, 3, 4, to rule number 5. If the simple present verb ends with Y, preceded, if the simple present verb ends with Y, preceded by a vowel letter, we only add S. What do I mean by that? First of all, the vowel letters are A, E, I, O, and U. So, if the verb ends with Y and is preceded by a vowel letter, you just add Y, like play, plays, say, says, and so on, because before the Y, there is a vowel letter. Now we move to the last rule, which is verbs in the present simple used with I and you have no special endings. It means when I say I say I write. You write. I do not say I write. I do not say you write. I write and you write. Okay? So let's repeat the rules quickly. So as we said, we have 6 rules concerning the present tense. As we said, verbs with verbs that start verbs, the simple present used with plural nouns or pronouns like we, they, and you have no special endings. I say you play, they play, the children play, the boys play. Verbs with the simple present tense used with singular nouns or pronouns like he, she, it. Always we add to them s, like she plays, he plays, it plays, the girl plays, Sami plays, Ali plays, Alma plays, Sabine plays. So I'm using singular nouns. We add es when the verb ends with o, with sh, with ch, with x and z, like go, goes, brush, brushes, watch, watches, pass, passes, mix, mixes. So these verbs have special endings. If the verb ends with y preceded with a consonant letter, we change the y into I and add es. If the verb ends with y and is preceded with a vowel letter, we just add s to the verb. I and you have no special endings. We don't add s to the verbs when we are using I and you. Okay, let's continue. Okay, I'll raise my voice. Okay. Okay, so these are the spelling rules. Let's now move to the uses of the simple present tense. First of all, let's read the sentences that we have here. Self-confidence is a necessary survival trait. Here I use the simple present is the verb. So this is a general fact. If I said the sun rises every morning, rises is the verb, and this is a general fact. This is something true, something that cannot be changed. So the first use of the simple present tense is general facts, to express general facts. We usually spend summertime in the mountains. We usually, so we always do that. This is a habitual action. This is a repetitive action. So we are repeating this action every week, every month, every year, every summer, every winter. So this is called a habitual action. Emma believes in her ability to succeed at her new job. Believes, guess, thinks. All of these are opinion terms. So the simple present is also used to express an opinion. The temperature reaches 35 degrees Celsius in the town during summer. This is also a fact. This cannot be changed. This is a true idea. Our plane leaves to Madrid at 10 a.m. This is a scheduled future action. What do I mean by that? It means when I'm traveling, I know that my plane will leave at a certain period of time. So this is a scheduled action because I already know the time. So it is also used to express scheduled future action. When you arrive at the beach, please send me a message. This is called in time clause. It means when you do something, let me know. When you finish a certain thing, I will do something else. So this is called in time. So this is an action that happens in a certain period of time. So the 5 uses of the simple present tense are general facts, to express general facts, to express habitual actions, to express opinions, to express facts, to express scheduled future actions, and in time clauses. Now we move, so this is the summary of the uses, as you can see in this slide. And now we move to something very important, which is the form of the present simple tense. A person with low self-confidence avoids social gatherings. If I asked you now, where is the verb? The verb is avoid. And the subject is person. The person is a singular noun, so I have to add s to the verb. So it's avoids social gathering. They avoid going to the mountains during the winter for safety reasons. They is a plural subject and avoid is the verb. As you can see, when the subject was singular, we added s. When the subject was plural, we do not add anything. So this is the rule. We deduce that when the subject is singular, we add s. When the subject is plural, we do not add s. And subject pronouns such as I, you, we, and they remain the same. We do not add anything to them. Like if I said, for example, I play basketball, you play basketball, we play basketball, and they play basketball. Now we move to something very important, which is the frequency adverbs. Usually in grammar, I always tell you that we have something called time expressions or adverbs of frequency. These adverbs of frequency help us know that the tense used here is a simple present tense, like always, frequently, usually, often, sometimes, rarely, seldom, occasionally, scarcely, never, on Saturdays, on Sundays, every week, every month, once a week, once a month. All of these are called frequency adverbs. These adverbs are used in the simple present tense, and they often come before the action verb, but after the verb to be. Let's now look at the examples that we have to understand what do I mean. She usually eats breakfast before she goes to school. Here the frequency adverb is usually, and the verb is eats. Eats is an action verb. It's not a helping verb. It's not a verb to be, it's an action verb. So because eats is an action verb, usually came before eats. So the frequency verb adverb usually, the frequency adverb usually is written before the action verb eats. She is usually late for work. The verb here is, and it's a verb to be. So the frequency adverb comes after the verb to be, okay? So this is the difference. So this is also a rule. When we have an action verb, the frequency adverb comes before it. When we have a helping verb, it comes after it. Now we move to something very important, which is questions and negatives forms. You know that we have 3 forms of the verb. We have the affirmative form, it means the positive form. We have the negative form, and we have the question form. These 3 forms are very important. Now we are going to learn how to change these forms. Let's see. Look at the examples. The affirmative form is Jen participates in school play every year. See, every year here is a frequency adverb. In the negative form, when I say negative, it means I want the opposite form. Jen does not participate in the school play every year. As you can see here, Jen is a singular noun. That's why I said does, not do not. I said does not participate. Now, why didn't I say does not participates? Here, there's something very important you have to know. When I have does, I do not add s to the verb. Does replaces the s. So I say Jen does not participate in school play every year. This is the negative form. Now we move to the question form. Here I said Jen does. So I start my question with does. Does Jen participate in the school play every year? I'm asking a question. So because here I'm asking a question, I have to end my question with a question mark, right? So does Jen participate in the school play every year? Here I'm asking a question, so I have to end my sentence with a question mark. Notice how we added very, do, and so the verb do to make the negative and question forms of the verb. Okay, why did I add do here? Listen guys, here I added do because the verb here is an action verb. Okay, when the verb is an action verb, I add do. When the verb is a helping verb, I do not add do. Let's look at the second example. Jake is a self-confident person. Where's the verb? The verb is here is. It's a helping verb. I have now to write the negative form of the sentence. Jake is not a self-confident person. So the affirmative was Jake is, the negative is Jake is not. Okay? What do I start my question with here? I start my question with is. Is Jake a self-confident person? And of course, I add the question mark. So when we have a helping verb, when the helping verb is the main verb in the sentence, we do not add do to the sentence. So Jake is a self-confident person. Jake is not a self-confident person. Is Jake a self-confident person? Okay? This is what do we mean by negative, interrogative, and affirmative, negative, and question. Now we move. This is a summary of the rule that we were explaining. So when we do not have a helping verb, we add a verb do to make the affirmative and negative forms of the sentence. But when we have a helping verb is, has, have, am, and are, we use that verb and do not add the verb to. Okay, it means if I said she has, let's say if the main verb I mean is has or have, so you do not add do. Okay, now I want you to just raise your hands if you have any question concerning the lesson, and I will unmute you in order to ask. Okay, before we start with the exercise, does anybody have any question? Does anybody have any question? Is everything okay? Ali Basma. Any question, Miss Ismail? Kareem? What is Kareem? Kareem Zayyat. Any question, Miss? Oh, he's here. Any question, guys? Is everything clear? great, great, great. Hadid Sufan, any question, miss? Okay, okay. Super. This is great. This is great. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna ask you now to unmute yourselves. Okay. Let me see. I will unmute you now. Okay, I'm asking you to unmute. Please unmute, all of you. Unmute, because we are going to start with the worksheet and I want all of you to share. Okay? Hi. But keep quiet. I will unmute.
Hi, miss.
Quiet. Hi.
Hi, miss.
Hi, hi, hi. Sarah, Isa, Abbas, Adam, Ali Basma. Okay. Are you all unmuted now? You can all
Yes, miss.
Hi.
Miss يضجي حد
Okay, if you don't want to unmute, it's okay. Okay. Now we are going to start with the worksheet. Okay.
Okay.
We have only one exercise. Are you ready? Hi, guys, try to keep quiet as much as you can, please.
Celine, Najdi, وهديل وجابي it's not allowing to unmute.
Okay, okay. Let me check. Celine. Who else?
وجابي. Celine وجابي.
Celine. Gabi also.
وجابي.
Who else?
وهديل.
Okay.
وإسماعيل.
Ismail. Okay. Let's start.
وسارة عيسى.
Sarah Isa. Okay. Vanessa.
وألما كمان.
Also. Vanessa is here. You may unmute yourselves, yeah, miss, all of you. Now. Right? Okay. Let's start. John Fields is, let's start. Who will do number one? John Fields what? Quickly.
Is a form.
Very good. He, quickly.
مش عم بقدر اسمع.
Okay, Vanessa. Okay, Vanessa.
مسأل هديل at mute again.
Why?
وتريم مجدي.
Let me check. What's wrong with you guys?
بس أنا مش قادرة أسمع صوتي. ما
Why?
عم يطلع عندي. ما بعرف هلا سامعيني.
You may unmute yourself now. You may unmute yourself now. Okay, now let's start. So John Fields is a farmer. He gets up, becomes what?
He gets up.
Okay, at 5 o'clock in the morning, he
Washes.
thank you, Ali, washes. Gets becomes
Gets.
And gets
dressed and has. Very good. It is have and has breakfast. Excellent. He
Puts
on his coat and
goes.
Very good. We still have 10 minutes. Okay, we have to complete.
He milks the cows early in the morning.
Thank you. The cow. Okay. Hadil. His wife and children
Do not
get up. Thank you. They, Maya. They. Maya. Abbas. Abbas.
Miss Alea, I can't hear you.
Yeah, I saw it's glitching from her internet connection. You can all hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, it's problem from her connection. Yalla Abbas. They. Abbas is not with us. Sirin Najde. Up, guys. They get up. His wife. Yeah, I want answers quickly.
Feed the chickens.
Feed.
Miss, your voice is lagging. I only heard my name.
It's okay. Okay, Sirin.
This is what feed.
Feed. His wife feeds the chickens, and then she makes tea for herself. The children.
Don't
Abbas,
lie.
Abbas, you can unmute yourselves and answer. No need to send in chat, okay? Okay. His wife. Number 16 helps. Thank you. And she does. Okay. Number 18. At 4 o'clock, the children come home from school. Mrs. Fields
Cooks.
cooks dinner. John
Doesn't
Doesn't
help. Very good, Hadi. His wife with the cooking because he can't cook. In the evening, John and his wife watch TV or listen to the radio. The children
do not watch TV.
don't watch or do not watch TV. They
Do
do their homework. They all
go.
go to bed. Very good. Okay, we still have one exercise. Oh my God. We still have one exercise. Let's do it quickly. We are running out of time. My older brother is a great cook. Who can do the negative form?
Me, Gabriel. Me.
Yes, Gabi.
Yes.
My older brother isn't a great cook.
Very good. We can say isn't as a contraction for is not. Okay. Who will do the interrogative form?
Me.
Me.
Say your names. Say your names, please.
Hadid.
Yes, Hadid.
أنا آدم.
Is my older brother a great cook?
Excellent. Yes, Adam. Adam will do the second one. Kim doesn't enjoy swimming in the ocean. Yes.
Him enjoy swimming in the ocean.
Very good. Kim enjoys swimming in the ocean. Interrogative. Sirin Najde.
Does Kim enjoy
Does
swimming
Kim
in the
enjoy
ocean?
swimming in the ocean?
Very good. The third one. Do you usually visit your grandma on Saturdays? We have to write the affirmative and the negative form.
I usually.
That's affirmative.
I want Ismail to do one, please. Ismail.
Hi, miss.
Hi, Ismail.
I do what?
Do you usually visit your grandma on Saturdays? I want the affirmative form, Ismail.
I usually visit my grandma.
Excellent. You can use both ways. I usually visit or you usually visit, okay? The negative form, who will do the negative form? Kareem.
Me,
Kareem
Celine
Zayyad.
again.
Kareem Zayyad.
Visit our grandma on Saturday.
Kareem Zayyad. Kareem.
Yes, miss.
Miss, can you do this one, please? The last one. The affirmative form is, I usually visit my grandma on Saturday. I want the negative form.
Miss Abbas answered it.
No.
I usually don't visit my grandma on Saturday. I don't.
I don't usually visit. Okay? This is kind of tricky. Thank you, Kareem. This is kind of tricky. So I don't usually visit my grandma on Saturdays. So these are the answers. They are found also in the slides. As you can see, the ones written in red are the answers. Was everything clear?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, but Sabine,
Yes.
Sabine wasn't with us. Why? Sabine, she's not here. Anyways, was everything clear, Miss? Any questions? Karim,
No.
Zayat, Hadil, any
Yes, miss, I
questions?
see it.
Yes. Hadil, any questions? But you are a student and I don't know if you are. Hadil, everything is okay, dear?
Yeah.
Rewa, 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 next Zoom live, I'm going to start with you. You are going to start answering the questions, okay? Okay. Ali Basma also. You are two Ali Basma. Ali Basma who was
because it doesn't have sunlight.
Okay. So no questions. Shall we end the meeting? Okay. Goodbye, guys.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Yes.
Bye.
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 Bye. Bye. Bye.
Miss?
Yes, miss. I'm still here. Yes, Gabi.
خلاص.
Yes.
لا علي.
Yes, Ali.
مس قبل ما تذاكري الشيء أنا كنت عم أقول لك بس الأفيرماتيف والنيجاتيف ما فهمتهم كتير منيح.
The affirmative هي when you say a sentence. يعني for example, Ali is in grade 7. Negative, Ali is not in grade 7. Okay, يعني the opposite. Okay, Ali?
Yes.
Did you understand now?
Yes, yes.
Okay, Habibi. If you want anything, you can call me. No problem. You have my number, right? Your mom has the number.
بس أما ما حكيت عشان في عندي كان حد ضجي.
It's okay. It's okay. No worries. Anyway, in case you need anything while doing the worksheet or something, text me. Okay, Habibi?
Okay.
Okay. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.